Sisters and brothers, the message is very clear. We are God's children, and God has given us one big gift, that is freedom. So God has made us like Him, and we can live our life independent of God, becoming God ourselves. Or we can be God by cooperating with God, knowing God's ways as Jesus has shown us in His life. Look at what happens to men who have their freedom. The two, the Pharisee and the tax collector. The tax collector was a sinful man, and he acknowledged that, I'm sinful, but be merciful to me, a sinner. He was humble enough to acknowledge that he has not been doing things with God. He has been doing things by himself and for himself. But look at the Pharisee also doing the same thing, though he is doing the things of God. He is reading, fasting, praying, giving alms, everything is doing, but he is the center. And not only that, he is despising others. He is in the same category. And this is what we have to be able to see clearly so that we can respond by being united to God. By being able to see that we are not having an independent life from God. That God and we are one, and we are the cells, we are the different organs, different parts of His body. And He always cares for those who are simple, who are despised, everyone. And those who cry out to Him, their prayer will reach to the heavens, to the clouds. We know this. St. Paul also had this experience. Before, he was righteous, self-righteous, doing things for himself, by himself, for God. But after his conversion, when Jesus became an encounter in his life, he was transformed, and he said, not I, the Spirit of the Lord is leading me to do all things. And whatever I am doing, for that I am receiving negative feedback. But this is the cross of Jesus that I am carrying, so that I will also have the prize that He has kept for me. I do not have a righteousness of my own, though God has made me in His likeness and image, but I depend totally on God to make me righteous, and that is the faith that I have. My dear sisters and brothers, all of us are also in this journey. Let us see clearly so that we can respond accurately. Let us know that we can do nothing by ourselves. All are gifts given to us, and we have to be able to use them with God Himself, saying, Lord, use me the way you want. Now, if you look at our body, each part, if it acted independently, there would be chaos inside us. But all the parts of the body are aligned to us so that we can use them in the best possible way. May this also happen to us. Let us join our hands, close our eyes, and be united to Jesus, that every breath which He is to us, we shall also be to Him. As we breathe in, let us take in, drink in, be filled with all His goodness in our body, mind and spirit. And when we breathe out, let us empty everything out in our thoughts, words and deeds, so that keeping it on Jesus, He will cleanse us, be merciful to us, and renew us in Himself.